Cerebral palsy claims are often more complex than standard medical negligence claims, and that's because the legal issues are complicated, the medical issues are complicated, and the individual needs of the child are complex. When looking to establish whether or not there might be grounds for a claim, we usually examine the standard of care provided to a mother during her pregnancy, the labour, but also the delivery. And we look to establish whether or not there might have been any delays in the delivery, any mismanagement of the labour, or incorrect or improper use of instruments which might have caused the baby to suffer from brain damage. Now, the investigation usually involves obtaining medical records, taking witness testimonies, and then obtaining independent expert evidence from 4 or 5 different medical professionals. And because of the complexity of the medical and legal issues involved, it's not normally until we've had a multidisciplinary discussion between the legal and the medical team that we are able to advise on whether or not there are sufficient grounds to pursue a claim. When it comes to assessing the sort of compensation that an individual might be entitled to, again, those issues can be complicated as well. We need to look at the child's current condition, but also what their prognosis is. What does the long-term future hold for them? What are their needs and how should they best be met? And that also involves obtaining expert evidence from legal professionals, from medical professionals, and from rehabilitation professionals as well. And then all of that evidence is pulled together to work out how much compensation the individual is entitled to. Usually in these sorts of cases, it's somewhere between the millions to the tens of millions of pounds. And that's because we're trying to ensure that there is sufficient compensation there to meet that individual child's needs when it comes to care, therapy, accommodation, their legal needs, equipment for the rest of their lives. Now, whilst these claims can be complex and they can be lengthy, it's especially important to ensure that you seek medical guidance and support from solicitors who are experienced in these sorts of cases and who do this sort of work day in, day out. Clients often tell us that the process helps them to get answers about what's happened, and it also provides the children and their families with the financial security they need for the rest of their lives.